to have you here. We're super fans. I mean, I guess the first obvious question is, what were you guys thinking, agreeing to marrying a stranger?
I wanted to get married. I'm at that place in my life.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Oh, you still have some time, girl.
It's New York City.
What about you guys? What made you decide to do this?
Well, the opportunity presented itself, and I thought, why not? You know, if I left the room and I said no, I would always think, what if, for the rest of my life? And I don't want to have regrets.
What about you, Jamie?
I really like the experts. I like the idea of having these 4 professionals, and they were so genuine and sincere. And the idea of having someone, I'm definitely a bit of a commitment phobe.
Yeah.
So the idea of having someone there to help us out.
Because you had been on The Bachelorette before, right?
Yeah, The Bachelor.
Bachelor before, so.
You knew something about that. So I'm just looked down and noticed you guys are all wearing wedding rings, like you. So tell me, I was watching the show, it's the first episode when you get married, right? That we've seen so far. The second one when you get married. For those people who haven't seen it, tell us about what you were thinking. I know what Jamie was thinking, but what you're thinking when you're walking down the aisle, what was going through your mind, Monet?
Please don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't faint. Just let me get to the end of the aisle.
And just to clarify, people, they'd never seen, met, or even knew the name of the man they were marrying.
Nothing. We knew
nothing. I thought I should have made that part clear. That's what's so crazy about this. They just go into it, and then they show up, and they walk into this room in their dress. And, I mean, which one of you shook your hand and was like, hi, I'm...
That was probably you being introduced to Vaughn.
Jamie, you know, you were the one that had the most kind of, I don't want to say obnoxious, but it was, I mean, you were
dramatic.
so hard on Doug. You were rolling your eyes. You looked kind of scared, disgusted, all at the same time. Why do you think you were so hard on him?
You know what happened was when I was walking down the aisle, well, before I even went out there, I had this idea that, you know, I was so serious about this. I knew the experts were serious, and I was quite naive in thinking, oh, this is going to be, you know, fairy tale-like, and it's going to be wonderful. And I walked down, and everyone's smiling at me, and I wasn't initially attracted to him. I didn't know anything about him other than, you know, the way he looked. And then when I got there, he was like rubbing my hands, and I just felt so uncomfortable. And
because I noticed that your family also was kind of giving the look of like, oh no,
what is she doing?
And his friends were like, oh.
Yeah, his friends were like, she's hot.
I mean, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, you've been on, well, first of all, I thought it was so sweet when we were watching that scene of you crying and stuff. You look here on set, you were like, look like you felt bad.
Yeah, I do. It's terrible to watch back because getting to know his character, and that's what I was looking for all along, getting to know his character, he's the most amazing man in the world, and that's what I asked for.
You won't stop. But did you guys, you know, when I first saw the show, I'm like, they had to know that, you know, when you're producing a television show, in order to make it delicious, you're going to kind of set people up for something that's maybe not what you're looking for. Didn't you guys kind of know that there might be a surprise at the end of the aisle?
Yeah, I think we were all really scared, and for me especially, I was really conscious of thinking about how am I going to be represented? Like, will there be drama? And, you know, how will this be played out?
Now, Monet, go ahead.
Could you imagine if you opened that door and your ex was at the end, like the one you don't want to be with, and then you married your ex and you're stuck 5 weeks? Yes. That's going to be some drama.
Well, that's the thing they always say in the show, which it's you're married, but they say you have 4 weeks to decide if you're getting a divorce, right? That's sort of the premise. And where are you, in real life, where are we? You've already... How long ago did that all happen?
We would have.
How long have you been married? Isn't that funny to say?
We were married on March 23rd and 22nd.
Okay, so this we have to know this. This was on Hot Topics.
Well, you're all wearing wedding bands.
Yes, but we've got to know this important question because we were talking about Hot Topics last week. Like, who slept with who so far? I think, Monet, you had definitely...
We slept together on the wedding night.
You did? Yes!
You want to get that out the way, and that's what I felt like. I did it. I mean, you think about it like maybe the next day.
But
like
you were also like 4 hours over. You're like, "Hi, I'm Monet."
I know, but when you're caught up in the wedding, the nostalgia of it puts you in a different frame of mind.
But you didn't even know this man. I guess I've had a few nights myself. I can't really judge. You know what I'm saying? What about you guys?
On our honeymoon. But, you know, by that time, like, we got to talk on camera, off camera. We finally had, like, a little bit of time when there wasn't a camera right here saying, how do you feel? Because that gets weird, you know? But, I mean, it was good, and it was sweet, and
all right.
No regrets.
How about you?
Well, I'm obviously a lot more guarded, and just really, I grew up with very tough relationships and kind of a bad representation of relationships with male figures. And so I was scared, and I was like, I'm not going to open up that vulnerable side of me until I know he respects me and cherishes me.
Well, but you are warming up to him.
Yeah.
She is. Her face. You can see an expression.